Good morning. I put a lot of energy into that. I'm trying to put a lot of energy into it. Hi. Hello. Hey. How you doing? Well, you clicked here and it brought you to a magical place. My place. It's Periwinkle Palace Arts, and I'm Princess Bun Bun, and I'm here with my Bun Buns to do art with you. Yeah? Okay, whatever. We also have something special today. We have a special package from a special place, and I'm going to tell you all about it. Okay? Great. So first, bunnies. Say good morning to everybody, Maya. Say hi, Maya. Maya is my fibromyalgia bunny, and she comes from a special place called Plushy Dreadfuls, and she's the first bunny I ever bought from there, and I love her so very much. And she really, really likes to come to my desk with me, but she comes everywhere with me. Some places she doesn't really necessarily want to go, but she comes anyway, because she's a good friend. And she's very excited about the package that we have. She's very excited. She can barely contain herself. Hold you, Maya, hold you. Can I sit here? Next, you're going to hold the package? Okay, you hold the package. We also have my friend, my little K-pop star. This is K.Bai. She is the bisexual representative bunny from Plushy Dreadfuls also. And her name is spelled K, period, B-A-I, like K.Bai. She's got a little bit of a Jude sometimes. And she's wearing this pretty lacy dress. She loves it. It even has a little purse. It has a bow too, but she let one of the other bunnies borrow it. Her purse, you could put stuff in. And if anybody has any suggestions for what a little bisexual bunny should carry around in their tiny purse, let me know. I'm trying to think of something. Oh, you're gonna go in the cup holder? Okay. One day I will have a little camera on the bunnies so we can interact with them during the art sesh, and you can see, because I talk to them, but you guys can't see what they say. Well, I have to tell you what they say because I speak bunny, but okay. I still have a migraine. Awesome. I've taken all the different meds that I have to take for it, and it's just not going away. But the policy for me is I show up to my desk every day that I can show up. And if I just show up and I have to get up and leave and go back to bed, that's fine. But I show up. And usually when I show up, art happens. So if it gets too bad, then I'll just have to leave early. Right now it's kind of like a dull throb, so we should be all right for a little while. Right, this morning we will be working on our diamond painting, our bling, and we'll be starting a new section, and yeah, okay, I'll show you how I do all of that. But first, I should tell you that when I got to the desk this morning and I looked at it and I looked at the camera and I looked at it, okay, the camera was way like over here, so I could only see like half of this area. So I had to decide, okay, well, where am I gonna what direction am I gonna go first? I could go this way, I could go this way, I could go this way, or I could go this way. And I decided we're gonna go this way first. So I moved the camera all over the place until I got it to where we can work this way for a little bit. And I zoomed it in a whole lot because I needed to have it zoomed out a good bit for you to be able to see all of the tools and supplies when we were putting everything together and getting ready. But now I kind of want to zoom it in as much as possible. I'm hoping you can see the symbols, but I wouldn't know because I can't actually see the screen. All right, so we're going to be working on here. I have not cut out this section yet. I just laid that there so I could center the camera on it. So far we've done this whole section. We did that yesterday. I'm going to show you this one little step that's important. I have a little brayer here. It's a pretty heavy duty one. And after I do a section, once I'm sure that everything's where I want it to be and straight, I will take my little brayer and just go back and forth over that section a couple of times. It just helps to make sure everything's stuck. And sometimes when you're doing it, you can hear little pops, which are quite satisfying, as some of them will settle into line with the other ones. It's really fun when you're doing square blings. When doing square drills, they pop everywhere. I love it. It's kind of like bubble wrap. It has the same kind of satisfying sound. Okay. And then yesterday we also started on the marker class, so we're going to try to come back this afternoon and do another part of that. I think the next part is to color the rocks, and then after that is the bushes. So hopefully we'll at least get the rocks done. Okay, so a quick story. I have a lot of bunnies from Plushy Dreadfuls. They're an obsession, and at this point, I mean, I've been saying since like October of last year that it's not a problem. It might be a problem now. I absolutely love them. I can't even express how much I love them. I mean, it's very obvious that I like bunnies, right? I'll show you how much I like bunnies. I have a bunny tattoo. I also love Alice in Wonderland. It's, you can't tell what that is. It's a silhouette of the White Rabbit in front of a kind of old looking pocket watch. And it says, "It's never too late." It's a reminder that it's never too late. For what? Well, I don't know. Your dreams? To actually get online and start the stream, because I've been late every day this week, but it's never too late. I can always start it a little later, right? Anyway, pay no attention to my flaky skin. I'm having a flare up. Moving on. So obviously I like bunnies a lot. And I have bought, I'm just going to tell you, I've bought more than 20 bunnies or other stuffies, full-size ones, like Maya. She's so excited, y'all. She can barely sit still, and I have to hold her. She's like, "Hurry up and tell them." I would say I have about 20, more than 20, but I don't know the actual number. I'm not good with numbers. I've counted them multiple times, but I keep forgetting. And I said that last night. And you know what my husband said to me? He said, "I can tell you how many bunnies you have." And I said, "How many?" And he said, "Too many." Someday I can show y'all, maybe, my bed. My husband, he picks up all the bunnies off the bed at the end of the night when he comes to bed. He picks them all up off the bed and out of the bunny pile, and he moves them all to sit in front of my window on the table. And then in the morning, he scoops them all up off the table and puts them back on the bed for me. And then I sit there and cuddle each one and put it in a little organized pile. As I said, they're quite an obsession. Not only have I bought bunnies for myself, my husband, 1, 2, 3 of my children, each of their significant others. I have bought 2 bunnies for each of those people, so that's 14 alone. All of my children have received a mini bunny of the autism spectrum disorder bunny, and I have a friend in Colorado that is going through some medical stuff, and I bought him a bunny and mailed it to him. So I bought a lot of bunnies. A month or 2 ago, Plushy Dreadfuls began a rewards program. Awesome, right? I needed a rewards program. I really did. Oh, that's not to count all the outfits that I bought and other things. Yes, because I bought lanyards I bought a lanyard for my oldest and my youngest. Yeah, keychain for my youngest, and other small random things that I bought for other people. And when they released their rewards program, they decided to do a special line of reward items for those who already had purchased quite a bit. So it's basically back pay on what you've already purchased, and they're lifetime rewards. So you can only use them once, and there's 3 or 4 levels. Well, I had to message them because I wasn't sure which levels I qualified for, or if there was multiple that I qualified for, how to combine that. Anyway, I got lifetime rewards, and I'm pretty sure that's what's in this package. They have a couple of special things, and I got not the first level one, but I got the second level and the 3rd level, I think. So I did not purchase these. I cannot purchase bunnies right now. I have to pay my bills first. If there's money left over, then there's at least 2 that I need right now. I need them. Okay, do you want to see what's in it? I haven't opened it yet. My head hurt so bad last night that when I got off the stream yesterday afternoon, I went in my room. Normally, when I have a migraine, I can at least watch TV. I had to turn off lights. I had to turn off sounds. I went to sleep, and that was it. I was done. I don't even remember my husband moving the FamBly off the bed. Okay, I need to, I'm just gonna open it without showing you guys the label, okay? Nobody needs to know where I live. And find the place to open it. There it is. I dropped it. Hang on. I'm having a day, y'all. Okay, I got it. I'm gonna cut it the bag. Okay. Let's see what's in it. I bet it's a bunny. It's two. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay. Ah, guys. Okay. So, the way that I found this store online originally is I was looking for a video game. I wanted to see if the original Alice, I don't know what the name of the first one is right now. You know what? I'm going to look it up. Hang on. I know we're supposed to be doing art, but this is a special event. Alice. I have Alice Madness Returns, which is the second game. I have it for my Xbox 360. And I wanted to get the original one, and I was hoping that it was going to be available on my 360 or my PS2. I have both. And it was the sequel to American McGee's Alice. Okay, so there's that, and then there's Alice Madness Returns. Again, I love Alice in Wonderland. I don't love very many video games. And even the ones that I have, I don't play very often. It's kind of like a really, really side hobby. So I was looking for the game to see if it was on Xbox 360. And I came across a bunny that looked like Alice in Wonderland, but, you know, the scary one with a knife. She has a knife. And I saw that bunny and I clicked on it. And it took me to this website where they have an Alice in Wonderland bunny. And they also had a Cheshire cat. And they also had the white rabbit. And I went crazy. And then I realized that the bunny shop, that's what I call it, Plushy Dreadfuls, makes bunnies for relating to both physical and mental health issues. They make just emotions. They have a pride collection. They have a, I don't know what they call it. I call it the planetary collection, but it's probably a different name. They have a planetary collection, which is just like, I have 3 of them. I have Aurora Borealis, I have the Moon Bunny, and I have O1, who's my newest addition. And anyway, so I just got, well, I found all these bunnies, and I was like, oh my gosh, and that is how Maya entered the picture. And then I bought a bunny for everybody for Christmas. And I fell in love with these bunnies. So I kept buying them. Anyway, recently they have re-released, because when I went there, they had the bunnies, but they was not in stock. The Alice in Wonderlands were not in stock. So I just bought other bunnies. Anyway, they recently released them, the Alice ones, again. However, I just got them. They don't get transferred back and forth to the bed. They stay on the table. Because to me, those are special ones. They're all special, but I don't want to mess those ones up. They're more collector items for me. I'm sure they don't really have a collector's item's value right now or anything, but I collect things and that makes them a collector's item. Anyway, so for the lifetime rewards thing, they have 3 options. The first level is not the one I got yet. The first level is they released a platinum Cheshire Cat. How awesome. The second level is called the Midnight White Rabbit. And the third level is Mini Puck. Puck is like their... See, that's Puck on the label and on the tag. Puck is, I guess, their mascot bunny. And I got that one. So that's what we have right here. And oh my gosh, they're both minis. Let's open the Midnight White Rabbit first. Hello, bunny. Oh, wow. It's got like a little plasticky lanyard. And it's got a like metal clip. And it says Plushy Dreadfuls on it. And it has the Puck logo on the other side of the little tag. And look at his cute hat. And he has stitches on his head, on front and back, and like sewn on button eyes. And his little bow tie is a pretty green sparkle, and little white vest, and he's all black. He's so cute. I think I'm gonna hang my minis. Like, I think I'm gonna hang them around here somewhere so that I can see them all the time. I haven't bought any other minis for myself. I love him. So you can only get this bunny by being given it. I don't think they're not selling it. They're not selling it. So I do love him. What do you guys think? Say hi. I love him. Okay. You sit over here. It might be better if I just started collecting. Ooh. What if I got a mini of every bunny that I have? And then the minis can be the studio bunnies. But then I wouldn't have my big bunnies to cuddle, so. And now we have the mini Puck. I'm not going to tell you guys what the levels are for these rewards, because it is, look, I get a monthly allowance, okay? My monthly allowance goes just to me for things that I want to pay for. So like my website subscription stuff, for Periwinkle Palace Arts, and any of my art supplies that I want, I buy that stuff myself. So I'm not affecting the family finances when I do these things. This is Puck. He's so soft. Like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never felt stuffed animals that are as soft as these bunnies. And a lot of them have different textures too. Like, the texture of Maya is not the same as the texture of K.Bai. I love him. I almost didn't get him. I almost asked, hey, can I swap him out for something else? And then I was like, actually, no. I don't have a Puck bunny, and I should, because I be repping plushy Drevels all the time, don't I? What do you guys think? Say hi to Puck. And his name is going to be Puck. That's just going to be his name. Okay, I'm very happy about that. Thank you so much, Plushy Drevels. I'm so appreciative. Like, thank you. Okay, you guys ready to do some art? We need coffee. I already have my bunnies in my hair. There's no headbands when my head hurts like this. It really is late, isn't it? We might actually go through lunch today. I don't know. We'll see. So let's get started. Oh, there's a Fluff. Come here, bunny Fluff. Okay, so I showed you how, I mean, you can barely see that, I know. It's right on the edge, but that's because I adjusted the camera. So that's how you roll it. Now I need my ruler. And my cutter. Because we're gonna cut out this section under here. I'll try to do it right this time. I didn't get it quite right last time. And this is why I use the Scotch Magic tape, because it comes off easier. Let me make sure there's no duster there. To start with, I'm going to go at the very top edge right here. Can you see that? Okay. I'm going to go at the top edge right here. And I don't necessarily need the ruler at this point to guide me. I just need to know where the line of the previous section stops. So I can look and I can see that down along this line, I see the area I need to cut out, which makes it easier for me to use this cutter and not the other one. I prefer to not use this one because while you can cut through the, what am I trying to say? While you can cut through the canvas with this one, it's not as likely. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. Because I know that I'm going to do several sections down this way, I'm going to go ahead and cut the line open, okay? I hope that makes sense. And I'm just going to keep my line between the area. It's not a perfect line, y'all. I can't see very well up there. Alright, so that's enough. It should be, yeah, okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. I'm going to come down and cut down that way. All right, and now I'm going to set this here. I'm going to set this little edge that's rippled. This edge is because you see there's not a metal ring around it. This edge is to go right up against your section, your previous section. So I'm just going to set it up against there. It should line up pretty well. And now I know that I need to cut right there. So the star here, I could use the pen to mark it again. It might make it a little easier for my eyes. When I say the pen, I mean this little very skinny sewing pen. So like I did on the first section, I just poke that one and I'm going to poke that one because that way I know which line to go up against and cut across. So here's my little dot. So I'm just going to keep going until I get to the one on the other side, obviously, right? And there we go. That's cut. So now we're just going to carefully peel that up. Ta-da! It came off super clean. Alright, you do want to make sure as you're putting this back down that you line it up well, but it should be pretty easy to line up. Okay, once you get it there, go ahead and do it down like that. Now, over here, you want to get these really close, and when you do that, it means they might poke up a little bit, and you want it to lay flat. So what I do is I just take my straightener end right here, and I just come up on the bling from before and press down. And it kind of makes a little popping sound in some spots. And now we are ready to go. Let me show you guys what I found yesterday. This came with this. I bought them together. This is the little bling trash can. It's for tiny trash. And it has some blue sticky tack on the bottom of it. I'm gonna stick it right there. And then later we'll get all of these little blings on the tray and put them in there. Clear the area so we can work. We're going to start with the first jar. Let's look and see if there's any ones. I didn't see any. What about twos? There's a few twos. I didn't do anything to my hair this morning except put blue bunnies in it because my head hurts. And I felt like if I took my ponytails down and even put ponytails back in, it would hurt more. So I just didn't. Alright, here we go. I'm going to have to lean in a weird way for this section. Actually, if I turn on this little lamp next to me, it is on. What am I saying? So if I sit, if I move over a little bit, there we go. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing with that. I think I'm gonna have to put the tray on the other side, which means you will be able to see it. I'm trying to get used to doing this for you guys. There's a lot to work out here. But I am left-handed, and I didn't think about having the tray on that side of me is gonna cause me problems. So how about that? That was all I needed for that one. My youngest got his first job yesterday. I don't know when he's starting, but he is so excited. And it reminded me of when I was excited for my first job. That was a long time ago. I don't have any 3s, but I do have some 4s. Quite a few. Not quite a few, but a few. Let me get some wax on my pen. There we go. My hands are super shaky this morning, but it's not something I can do anything about. And when I'm doing diamond art, I don't really need to warm my hands up first thing in the morning. So I didn't do my spiral coloring. That's better for me. I listen to music every day, no matter what I'm doing. It's always on in the background, but I can't play my music in the background for you guys. Copyright. So, if you do want to know what it is I start humming or dancing or whatever, because I can't stop myself from doing it. I have a screen share of the album art and the song title and such. Right there. I changed it a little bit this morning because I needed to move that on the desktop of my computer. Okay. That's all the 4s. I need to move this out my way. I don't have a lot of space on my desk right now, so it can't be as messy as I usually have it. My question of the week, is that a thing? My conversation question of the week, what is it doing? I'm getting a YouTube. I don't know what it's doing. It was giving me a yellow warning on the YouTube screen. Alright, what have I got here? I've got 5s here, some over here, some here. Anyway, my question of the week has been, I would like to know where you watch the news, because I'm looking for news sources that my algorithm is not going to show me. So whether you get your news on social media or a particular YouTube channel or cable news, as they call it, corporate traditional media, newspapers, TikTok, Where do you get your news? Share with me so that I can go and look at a variety of viewpoints. Not that my news algorithm doesn't have a variety of viewpoints, but sometimes you can get locked into your feed, you know? And I kind of am the kind of person, I like to hear all sides of a story before I decide. And I didn't realize until pretty recently how very different the story can be coming from one source compared to like another source that kind of has a different or opposite opinion. So, if you watch the news, will you do me a favor and either in the live chat or in the comments, just drop what your favorite news source is, and I'll give it a look. And thank you in advance. And I'm not going to ask that question starting on Monday. I'll think of something else. I think when I have questions like that, I'll just leave the conversation open for like a week. How about that? Do we have any E's? I don't see any E's. What about sevens? Yes, I see some. I see two. Oh, I see more. Okay. I'm having trouble with this one. No, it doesn't want to go on. Come on. I only see one of these on there, so. Oops. I got two of them. T's. Oh, there was another 8. I'll grab that one right there. I see one T. The glare is a little bit heavy right now for me. And this is a little bit off center actually, especially over here, but I'll fix them with the straightener. Not worry about it. I only see one T in the whole thing. So we're going to get this 8 done. I guess it tried to jump out because it knew that I needed it. There's a lot of C. So, I love this song. Boys Will Be Bugs. It's by a group called Cave Town. And last year, at some point, I don't remember when, my husband and I and my youngest child, we went to see that together. I like going to concerts with my kids. I haven't gotten to do it a lot, but it's fun. And we saw Cave Town, and it was awesome. Me and my kids have a lot of the same taste in music. I really like your spotty sweater. Ladybug circles, how do you make kids together? What's it like in a female world? I bet it's just so much better. Just turned 13 and I think this year I'm gonna be mean. Don't mess with me, I'm a big boy. Scary. Punch my wall, stay out at night, and I do karate. What? Oh, okay. I didn't think of that. That's kind of silly of me. Oh, here we go. Maya said, well, we want to sit with the bunnies, the new bunnies. So, there you go. There you go. My mom told me that she's worried and we'll put together. I have friends who understand me. Names are Spider, Beetle, Bee. Don't say much, but they've always listened to me. I feel just turned 22. I have an itch on my foot. Hang on. Oh, 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 oh. Ow, 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 ow. Ooh. You ever get an itch like that? Just won't go away. My goodness. My wax is kind of falling out right now in chunks. I don't like it when it does that, but it happens after you clean it out. And, you know, we cleaned it out on what day? Tuesday? Maybe? Okay, that's all of that one. Okay, sometimes for efficiency's sake, or because I'm getting annoyed, I will actually take my things off of the tray. This is why I love blue tack. You could just move things around as you need to, but they stay where you put them. You have to know how to, you know, make it work right. But I've been using poster putty since I was 5. I don't know. You have to have the right amount, and it has to be, you have to like work it. You have to work it. Make it stand up. Sometimes I'll take them off and put them right on the clear film. And I'm doing that right now because 1, it's annoying me. 2, I don't like having to reach that far. It's not ergonomically good. And 3, you guys can't see it. And 4, I just really don't want the tray on my desk right now. So my funnel and my little wax container can go right there. This is a more popular song from Cave Town that some of you might know. It's Double Town. My favorite song from Cave Town is Lemon Boy, which I think is next on this playlist. It's not a Cave Town playlist, but there's a few songs on it. Okay, do we have weird green ones? No. What about down arrows? Yes. I like to say during my stream to remind everybody I'm not here to teach a class. I'm not a professional at anything. Y'all, I thought that the bottle of blings just spilled in my lap, but it didn't. It was just my vape. Anyway, I'm not a professional. I'm not here to teach a class. I do have tips if you want them. If you have questions, I'll answer them the best I can. Or direct you to resources where you can get those answers. But mostly, I'm just here because every day I get up and motivate myself to show up to my desk. And whatever happens, then happens. it's hard for me to get out of bed sometimes. I wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and take my meds, and I don't usually manage to get out of my bed actually until about 7. But I come out here and I do my art, and I talk the whole time I do my art. So instead of just making videos and recording what I'm doing, I decided, man, I'm going to jump on live stream. I'm going to start live streaming for the heck of it. And I started doing that like a month ago, and I'm still learning, and I will still be learning when I am no longer streaming, whenever that is. And this is an imperfect process, and I feel like it's worthwhile to show the mistakes and the frustrations and how I get through them, maybe. I don't know. Do we have H's? We have one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's only 4 that I see, so I'll just take 4 out if I can. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, that works. What do you want from me? Why don't you want from me? Why don't you scare me? I don't know why I put the lid on. This is the star. Listen. I need to make you my art and make you a star and get you connected. Meet you in the dark, becoming collected. Me and you right from the start, when we fall apart, 'cause I'm too expensive. these little weird symbol that my son and I couldn't figure out what it is. Okay, I see one here and a few over there. Sometimes I look before I pour, sometimes I don't. I will get faster at this as I get more accustomed to doing it again. However, I will also say that this area is basically what some people call confetti. So it goes a little bit slower, but when you get into areas that, okay, like over in here, there's a lot of stars, and you can see there's areas where it's like big blocks of one color, and those go really fast because you pour the one color and then it goes fast. I don't see any oranges. We've got some of these U-turns though. It's like 5 of them. There's a lot. It doesn't matter if you pour a lot or you pour a little. You'll have more. If you need more, you can pour more. If you need less, you just pour them back in the jar. This is a very repetitive craft. It's soothing and mindful. Got these. Little triangles. We've got some of these slashes, a lot of them. My spoon handle just hit me in my face. Good me. I'm having a spasm right underneath my left knee. Ow. I don't know where my TV remote went. Huck was sitting on it. Move that out of my way a little bit. And then my migraine is like becoming a little bit sharper. I'm gonna fix that, y'all. Like, I can't handle it. It's bothering me. Let me fix this. I'm tired of it. So, I'll grab my nail supply jar. I'm gonna put this little film right over the area so nothing flies on it. I'm gonna use this. I need to change out the band anyway. I think it's skitty enough that I can come in and just bump that edge right there on both sides. Let's find out. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? So I'm gonna try to just grind this down a little bit. It's my favorite tray, except for that issue. This might not do the job, but we'll see. This is just hard plastic. I would say it's probably ABS. Now the thing I gotta be careful about is not making it have another kind of bump there, or creating a bump in one of the other tray lines. Just trying to create a little flattening right there of that lip on the end of this line. I'm not getting there quite yet. Yes, I'm using my nail drill as if it were a Dremel. I have like 3 Dremels. This was close by hand. This is what I call a random DIY side quest. That might do it. Let's find out. It looked like it worked. I'm going to turn this off real quick and I'm going to flip the band around. There's a little bit more grit left on the other end. And I'm just using the very tip of it, so. All right. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to do the other side now. Okay. That looks pretty good, y'all. I think that'll take care of it. We'll have to experiment with it a little bit before we know for sure. What I need is this little brush, because we want to dust it out. Okay, so all we did was basically this line at the very end right here in the edges. It was too long, so that's all we did. Oh, this went everywhere, y'all. So, oops. Like I said, there's no way to do this craft without having these go everywhere, so there's one kind of like stuck in the line guide right there, but I'm not even going to try to pick it out because there's no adhesive exposed right there, so when I pull the line guide off, it'll just come out. I can make your hands clap. Move the film. Now we've got some percent signs. I can make your hands clap. Can I get a hand clap? Oh, I think that solution might have fixed it, y'all. Yay! It's 6 in the morning, I'm still awake. My simple side is going away. So, if you've been hanging out with me for a little while, or, you know me, you know that since I started streaming, I've been going to lunch at 11 o'clock, and then I try to come back for a second stream. But I'm not feeling good today. So, I'm considering staying live and just having someone else do my lunch stuff for me. And then when I finish this section, we'll just go straight into coloring. I'm thinking about it. Or I might go off for like 5 minutes and come back. Because it is 2 separate videos. I just realized that. Okay. I don't know. Okay, and I think I saw one of these. Yeah, right there. So the only way I'm gonna know if my little fix worked is if they don't get stuck, and so far nothing's getting stuck. I am going to change my playlist. I need something different for my brain. Here we go. Yay. Some W's. I gotta sneeze. No Y's. Got 1 double dot. No, 2 double. 3. Okay, there's 3. We have some K's. Good morning, little one. I am live. Alright, hang on. What's up, baby? What? Yeah. Not right now. And I'm probably going to, I'm considering only going off for a few minutes and then going right back on. I was considering staying on through lunch, but I still have to change my screenshot to change the activity so I can make it 2 separate streams. But I'm not feeling good today, and I'm probably just going to sit right here if I can get somebody else to make me some coffee and let my doggos out.
Yeah, I can let the dogs out right now.
Okay, baby. That would be great. Appreciate it. I adore my children's. They are wonderful people. They're just wonderful people. And I am so lucky to be their mom. And that's how I feel. I feel lucky to be their mom. Because honestly, I don't think that being their mom is what made them into wonderful people. I think being loved helped. But they're just wonderful people in general. And that is one of the reasons that it doesn't matter what I'm doing. My child approaches me, or honestly, he didn't even approach me. I saw him. What you got, babe? In my coffee cup?
Yeah. I was also just kind of watching what you were doing.
No, that's fine. I hope someday that I can like put like a chair across the desk for me so I can like have conversation. I think that would be neat.
Live stream the insane things we say.
Right. Exactly. Did I put the jar up? Mm-hmm. So that's what we're gonna do, guys. I'm not gonna go to lunch. I'm just gonna log off, and we'll change my view for coloring class. And whenever I'm finished with this. Because the meditation and the stretching and dancing, that's not going to happen today.
What buttons do I press again?
There's a heart button at the back. Press that button and then press the big K button.
Oh,
I don't know if he knows it or not, but that's the one that this is for. That's the one I'm doing this for. There's no mics on there. Okay, the second weird green one. Can you get through there? Oh, good job, good job. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
I will let you know as soon as I log off for the break.
Well, Mimi's on the way.
Can you do it somewhat quietly and somewhat quickly?
Yeah,
Okay. So, little one is going to do the dishes real quick. If it's too loud, I'm sorry. He goes to his grandma every weekend on Friday. Well, almost every weekend. So, he tries to do his chores before he leaves. Don't have any F's. Got some N's. What?
There are ants in the sink, and then we need to turn on the sprayer thing.
Okay. Some of these lines are definitely going to be crooked and need to be straightened out, but that's okay. There's 3 of these. No ends. In fact, I think the last ones that we have here are one of these, and then the rest are these ones. Good morning. Yes, I'm live. Thank you, Jules. Just don't forget the dog outside. It's alive, it's alive, don't you Is it all of them? Okay. Okay. I'm not gonna do any more of this right now. I could pull it off and just like keep going. I don't feel like it. Let's color. My afternoon anxiety is picking up. Yay. Okay, so we did this. I'm gonna show you something real quick. And then, so at the beginning, I showed you that when I finish a section, I use this rolling brayer to roll it down. Now, I do the same thing when I finish half the section, and before I pull off the line guide, but I do it very gently, because if you press down too hard, it will start to bend your line guide, the middle line guide. So I just go gentle, like that. Are you saying bye?
Well, what?
Okay. So yeah, that's what I do. But I'm not even going to pull that up right now. I'll go ahead and tell you that I may do some of this weekend. And because of that, I may stream this weekend. If I do some, I don't promise I'm going to stream it. There's enough of this surface to be done that I can do some of it off camera. And you won't be missing anything. But I might. So you may get a weekend stream this week. That said, we've actually done 3 things today, so now I need to change the title on this stream. We opened a precious package. And we did this section of blinging, and we did a DIY to fix our tray. Okay, I'm gonna clean off my desk and get my colors and put them up here, and then I will take a screenshot and come right back. Okay, so thank you for hanging out with me at Periwinkle Palace Arts, my place on the interwebs. And I'm Princess Bun Bun, and I'm here with my bunnies, and we did art. Bye! But I'll be right back.